sweet talker.
We write songs about movies, and this week, we've written songs about Thelma and Louise. Like, comment, subscribe, and drive that bell icon off a cliff. This is the Royds Review Podcast. Hello, and welcome to the Royds Review Podcast. I'm Rob.
And I'm Andy.
And we are back once again, and we've written songs about Thelma and Louise. Andy, you are a tease.
You know me, Robbie.
Is this doing anything for you?
It's doing something. It's making me feel mighty uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'll do that. Andy, had you seen Thelma and Louise before?
No, I had not. How about you, Robbie?
Me neither. I'm gonna be honest, I thought this movie was a lot older than it is.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this was an early 90s film.
Yeah, I agree. I thought it was like 70s, 80s.
I also didn't realize this is an original screenplay. I thought for sure this was based on a book of some sort.
Yeah. I thought this was about bank robbers before I watched it.
You were thinking of Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah, but I thought it was like an homage to that. Like a modern retelling.
There is a robbery.
There is a robbery. Also, it should be noted that this came as a request from a YouTube subscriber, our friend Belated Reflections. This dude loves Geena Davis.
I don't blame them.
Yeah. Geena, I barely Davis.
Very good, Andy. Very, very good. Do you have that written down?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, I thought that was off the top of your dome.
Robbie, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie.
So did I.
I have one, maybe two negative things to say about it.
Yeah, we know you do.
Yeah, you know me.
Yeah, you
Still the
texted
same
me
old
about
G,
one of them.
But I've been low-key. The thing I really didn't like was the music, the soundtrack.
It's crap.
It was awful.
It's so bad.
It's like really, really bad.
When she was 37,
Yeah,
she realized she wouldn't go to Paris or some crap.
Yeah, like, dude.
This music is bad.
Yeah.
This music sounds so early 90s.
Yeah, where it's like that weird period where it's like, we still have that 80s production where it's like super glossy, lots of reverb. The snare hits are shotgun blasts. We're trying to be adult contemporary because we're mature now. And it's like, no, this is awful. This is the worst, some of the worst music that's ever been recorded.
Even the non-pop songs, the score by Hans Zimmer is awful.
Well, there's a few where it's just like they're doing a David Gilmour but it's not David Gilmour. So it's like just the keyboard swells and somebody just like playing some blues licks. Yeah. It's like, this is nothing. I hate it.
It also doesn't really fit the vibe of the movie. This like Western movie. And it's like, what is this? No, it's bad. And I kind of understand when they play these, like again, the song I was mocking before. I understand the vibe they're going for. It's just a bad song.
Awful. But I really like everything else.
I did too. I did not know this was Ridley Scott.
Me neither. Previous episode, Alien. Previous episode, Gladiator.
Previous episode, Gladiator 2.
Yeah. He truly ruined the legacy with that one.
You know what? You know what's a problem in this?
What, Robbie?
No kids get run over by horses. I thought that was going to be a Ridley Scott staple after Gladiator.
That's just his thing. That's just his thing, man.
Maybe in this one a kid runs out in front of a bunch of motorcycles or something.
Yeah, but see, Gladiator came after this.
You're right, and I just saw this after I saw Gladiator.
Right.
Okay, you know what? Turns out I'm an idiot. Oh, remember that scene in Gladiator when he got run over by the horses? Oh yeah, best scene in the movie. That was an homage to Thelma and Louise. Starring Geena Davis, Susan Sarandon, Brad Pitt, Harvey Keitel, Michael Madsen, Christopher McDonald, and Stephen Tobolowsky. Was this 1991?
This is 1991. I watched this on Amazon.
Same.
The synopsis that it had was one sentence, and it's 2 resourceful women go on the lam.
In fairness, that's a pretty good one-sentence synopsis. You had to describe this movie in one sentence. Do it. Let's challenge you.
Okay. two best friends set out on a journey to get away from it all and fall into some trouble.
I would think Amazon's is a little better.
Email in. Whose is better, Amazon's or Andy's?
The movie opens at a diner. Louise calls Thelma. They're going away that night. Louise gives Thelma crap because she has to ask her husband's permission. I like when she says to him, he's your husband, not your father.
Yeah, she uses that later.
The accents in this movie, chef's kiss.
Yeah, it's great stuff.
Everyone is doing their best Southern drawl. Even Harvey Keitel is down here doing a Southern drawl. This is great stuff. Thelma is scared to tell her husband that she's going away, which it makes sense. You know, this guy's a hard-working guy. He's got to work late on a Friday. She's a stay-at-home wife, and she's going on vacation.
Yeah, from what?
Exactly.
No,
he doesn't seem like a good guy.
Yeah, not a good guy.
He doesn't seem like a very nice guy. This is Darryl, played by Christopher McDonald.
He's really good in this.
I think everyone's great in this.
Yeah, he's also, he's really good in everything. And he is, I feel like people don't talk about him enough. Like he's in everything and he's great in everything, but he's not like a star, He is such a good shit-eating heel. He always gets what's coming to him, and it's always phenomenal. Like, even right away, we first meet him, and he's very rude to Thelma. And then he leaves. He's incredibly rude to the people working in their yard, because he's like, I want you gone by 5. No, wait, I want you gone by 3. And then he falls over on the shit. Yeah. So right away, we see that this guy's getting what's coming to him, because he's such a jerk. He's a jerk, and he's a loser.
Thelma and Louise pack for their trip. We see Gina Davis pack a gun. Woo, brother. Ooh, Gina Davis packing heat.
A wooga.
Yeah. Both Thelma and Louise are unprepared because neither of them know what to wear in the mountains. They are going away for 2 days, and Thelma is bringing her home.
Right, well, she ain't coming back.
No, that was not the original plan, not to come back.
I'm pretty sure that's the original plan.
No, the original plan was to go out into the mountains for 2 days.
No, that's the original plan. I'm sorry. That was the original plan. I think.
But they have not killed the guy yet.
I know, but I'm pretty sure Thelma was like, I'm out. That's why she's like, I didn't even tell him we're leaving. I'm out. I'm not coming back.
Well, no, because then she's still all mad at him later on because he wasn't home until 4 a.m.
Well, because she knows that he's fooling around.
I don't know. I think she was going to be coming back. I think she had every intention of coming back. She just didn't know what to plan because they even talk about not knowing what the weather's going to be like.
I don't know. The way I read all that was she's leaving him. And I think before she could tell Louise that, they kill a guy. So that's a whole new set of problems. That's what I interpreted. That's what I took.
Email in.
Yeah, email in.
RoydsReview@gmail.com. Was Thelma planning on leaving her husband, or was she just packing a lot? Because I'd imagine if you're leaving for good, you're going to take some valuables too from the house. And we don't see her grab any valuables. Yeah. Like, she doesn't grab anything worth money to pawn or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just my assumption.
I mean, it's not a bad thought. I didn't read that. Louise doesn't understand why Thelma brought a gun. Nah. 2 women traveling into the mountains alone. Nah, you bring a gun, sister.
Gun's the right move.
Yeah. Thelma and Louise stop at some honky-tonk. Louise can't believe that Thelma ordered booze. Thelma basically begs Louise to stop, and she has a pretty good point when she's like, if we're not going to be there till night anyway, what harm's it going to do if we just stop?
Yeah.
It is also like, you guys need food.
Yeah. And Thelma is clearly, like, starving for a good time. Like, I just want to dance. Just want honky-tonk.
This is where it gets weird. Like, I understand. We learn later that why Louise is, like, nervous around these dudes and stuff. She seems to not want Thelma to be having fun right now. Because when she orders a drink, she's like, Thelma, what you doing?
There's alcohol in there.
You guys are going on vacation. You're talking about what a great time you're going to have. Why are you so surprised that she's ordering alcohol? In theory, you're there too, and you will be there kind of to protect her. Like, you can kind of see Louise views herself as this street-smart protector of this very naive Thelma.
She is, yes. This is a great summation of their characters at the beginning. Yeah. One's super naive and one is on their toes. I would maybe it's because it's out of character, and Louise is like, "You're drinking, Thelma? That's not you. What are you doing?" You know?
Listen, I get that, but like, I don't know. You're going away. Like, even people who don't drink that much, you know, their first restaurant on vacation, they're like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll have a glass of wine.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a bit of a wet blanket. Yeah.
Especially because when she's the one who wants to go on the trip in the first place.
Right. And it's like to get Thelma away from her husband.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I understand wanting to protect her, and we learn later on why she is so protective, but let her hair down a little bit.
Yeah.
This dude Harlan comes up. He tries to flirt. Louise immediately tries to send him away, but Thelma's like, oh no, she's trying to get away from her boyfriend. It's like, all right, you are saying way too much.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they do a really good job with Harlan, because at first he does seem like pretty harmless, which I would, most people who do things like this aren't just like, that's who I am. I'm big R-word guy. It's like, no, they're actually pretty charming sometimes, and then they become the R-word.
Thelma and Harlan dance. We get some sick line dancing, and I have a question. Does this actually happen? The whole bar doing a synchronized line dance to a live band. They weren't there for line dancing because there's not line dancing at the start. While Louise is in the restroom, Thelma realizes that she's absolutely wasted. Harlan takes her outside, and he won't take no for an answer. Let's clean this up. Yeah. Thankfully, Louise pulls a gun out on him before he has his way. He keeps running his mouth, and Louise just caps him.
Yeah, so in this moment, first the acting from everybody is like really, really good, but Susan Sarandon, you can see the whites of her eyes, like she's just like, and she caps and just puts him in the ground. In that moment, I was like, okay, this happened to her.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
for sure, and 7 years ago.
Our fathers
who art in heaven.
Very good. Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come. So, yeah, really loaded scene. Like, it got close where I was like, am I about to watch the most heinous thing I've ever seen?
Oh, I thought you said you were really close.
Nope. You're a dirty dog.
Well, Andy, you texted me while you were watching this.
What did I say, Robbie?
You said, Harlan was right. She owes him.
I did not say that. Do you have proof?
I do. Let me bring up that image I photoshopped.
There's a key word in there, Robbie.
Image. After Louise shoots the guy, she whispers, you watch your mouth, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. Great.
She also says to him, when a woman's crying like that, she ain't having fun. And I think that's the exact same thing the judge said to you.
Judge Reinhold.
Very good. I don't know why he was talking about this stuff.
I don't know. And I was like, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never done anything like that. And then he brought up an image that he photoshopped.
It's crazy.
Yeah, dude. It was crazy.
Thelma and Louise are on the run. Thelma wants to call the police and tell them what happened. Louise has a much more realistic, yet cynical view of the world. Because she tells her, like, everyone saw you dancing cheek to cheek all night.
And that is the reality of it. This is a dark reality of it, is that most people would be like, nah, she wanted it.
We don't live in that world.
Yeah.
This guy Harlan clearly had a reputation. Because the waitress says something to them. She's like, are they bothering you? And she even has some quip about, like, him being a bad guy. And then when Harvey Keitel is talking to her, she hopes it was his wife who shot the guy.
Yeah, she's a real girl's girl.
Also, clearly this guy Harlan has a reputation.
Yeah, he's a bad dude.
Yeah.
I don't think there would be an investigation this deep. I think it would just be like, oh, this guy got shot. All right. Do we know who did it? No? All right. You know?
I think they know who did it.
Okay.
The two women they saw with the guy all night, and then he turns up dead. It's like, we have two very clear suspects here. If there were no suspects whatsoever, it's less of an investigation and more just them searching for Thelma and Louise.
Yeah, and he even says, he's like, I'm not arresting, you're wanted for questioning.
Right, like,
yeah.
So it's less of an investigation and more like, listen, we're pretty sure they did this, but like, we gotta get their side of the story, and Hal is willing to listen.
Right.
Thelma and Louise stop at a diner. They argue a little bit because Thelma blames Louise for talking her into the trip. Not really how it happened, but okay. And then Louise blames Thelma for letting her hair down a little too much at the bar. Woof.
Well, again, she's been through this, so she's just like, she's feeling a lot of feelings, you know. They're both, and she, Thelma just went through this now. They're both, and they've been drinking. There's a lot going on, you know. It's rough.
I do enjoy that they do fight throughout this movie.
Yeah, like friends do, you know.
Right. It is not smooth sailing throughout this entire film.
Right.
They go to a hotel. They fight. I also would not know what to do if I was on the run from the law because my best friend just killed someone at a nightclub.
Right.
I'd also be panicking, so Thelma's right to be like, oh, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? You just shot a man in the chest and we just sped off. Louise talks to Jimmy. This is Michael Madsen. This is her boyfriend. She asks him to wire her almost $7,000, and he understandably is like, all right, you gotta tell me what's going on. If I'm lending you $6,700...
Like she says she's gonna pay him back, but like, how is she gonna do that? We don't really know. It's
You're on the run from the law. Like, you're clearly running from something. Like, I don't know, before I give you $7,000, I need a little more information, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna need something. Especially because we see how, like, they got an on-again, off-again thing going, but, like, they love each other. So it's like, yeah, if somebody I loved was like, I need $7,000 and I can't tell you why, I'd be like, you okay? Like, what's going on? Let me help you.
Yeah. Well, even when he gets there later on, he's like, I just flew across 2 states, and you know how I feel about flying, or something like that.
Yeah.
So, like, he does care. Thelma is trying to relax by the pool, which is exactly what Louise told her to do. And then Louise is like, come on!
Yeah, get in the car, what are you doing?
Yeah, right as she's getting settled.
Yeah.
Louise tells Thelma that her plan is to drive to Mexico, and she tells Thelma, do not tell Daryl what is going on. Louise has this weird line where she says something like, every time we get in trouble, you plead insanity.
Yeah.
How often does stuff like this happen, Louise?
Yeah, I don't think you've ever been in this much trouble.
Unless I'm misunderstanding something, it's like, it implies like, you guys have committed crimes before, but Thelma seems, I mean, yes, later on, she's like, I'm a natural at this. But here it's like, what does that mean?
I think it's just like...
Or every time they just get into any kind of trouble, she's like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I think that's what that means. I think it's
more
just
naivete than insanity.
Yeah, naivete. Good word. Makes us sound like big brains.
Pretty liberal use of the word us, but okay.
Yeah. I like to take credit for things, Robbie. I'm a white man.
Hey! I don't blame you, brother. So do I. I invented peanut butter.
I invented rock and roll.
Louise calls Jimmy. She must go to the Vagabond Hotel to get the money. Thelma speaks to Daryl. Daryl wants Thelma to come home that night, but she's like, nah, brother. Nah, brother bear.
Verbatim what she says. Nah, brother bear.
And as she leaves the phone booth, she slips in a puddle of her own making after seeing a young Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt is looking incredible here.
Brother.
Let me tell you. I've said it several times. Previous episode, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. It's the only time I've ever found another man attractive. I'm like, yo, Harrison Ford's looking real good here. Thelma and Louise, Brad Pitt is looking real good here, brother.
He's looking real good.
Real good.
A nice little touch is when she's on the phone with Daryl, he wants to know what's going on, but he's also more concerned with the football game.
Yes. Great. Again, great performance. Just like,
yeah.
No, like, are there people this douchey? It's crazy.
Pitt is playing JD. He asks for a ride, and as Thelma suspected, Louise says it's not a good idea, and it's not.
Yeah.
Objectively, when you're on the run from the law, you can't just be picking up hitchhikers.
Yeah. But he looks like that.
That's a good point, too.
Yeah.
He looks like Rob Hall.
Like Rob Hall circa 2026.
Yeah, roughly, exactly. We see Hal checking through the database for Arkansas license plates. Louise does a total alpha move and drives backwards to the gas pump. Sick move there.
Yeah, sick.
Okay. Louise, honey, sweetheart, doll, gotta correct you here. You want to drive to Mexico from Oklahoma, but you don't want to go through Texas. Fair enough, you don't want to go through Texas. You can't give someone else the map and be like, find me that route.
Yeah, that's true. And I like how even Thelma's like, you want to get from Oklahoma to Mexico, and you don't want to go through Texas?
Yeah. Like,
that's damn near impossible.
Listen, we understand why, but she can't hand the map over and be like, I need to get, you do it.
I ain't no geologist.
Yeah.
We understand why she's hung up, doesn't want to do it. Totally get that. Then you find a way.
Yeah, you gotta find that route. You can't hand the map over and then get mad at someone else for being like, well, you're also not telling her why you don't want to go through Texas. Which, again, we know because we're watching the movie.
Yeah, we can.
But like, in fairness to Thelma, she's like, I thought you wanted to get there in the quickest way possible.
Right. The quickest way possible is a straight line, Robbie.
It's probably through Texas.
Oh, most definitely.
Hal investigates Louise's house. He goes to her diner. While driving, Thelma and Louise see JD on the side of the road. So I guess he just took off walking and they just happened to move in the same direction. How fortuitous. And then Thelma begs like a dog for Louise to pick JD up.
Yeah, I mean, she's
a dog.
At this point, well, did she tell Daryl to go F himself yet? Because there's that point where she's like, you know what? Go fuck yourself. And he's like, what? And she hangs up. So she's cut ties. She's done. She's like, I'm looking to score some poon.
Well, yeah, at this point, because they're running to Mexico. Yeah.
Right. And I think she's just, she even says, like, I've never been with anybody other than my loser husband.
Yeah.
I'm not saying what she's doing is a good idea, obviously. It's a bad idea. She's trusting the wrong instincts here. But I kind of get it. Still a bad idea. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, I understand it from a primal point of view.
Right.
I understand it, but you're on the run from the law and for murder.
Right. They're on the sheep.
Murder. Yes, very good. Very good, yes. Hal talks to Daryl about Thelma and Louise, and Daryl cannot believe what he is hearing. Louise drives through an oil field to avoid some oncoming police. Hal talks to Max, that's Tobolowsky, about the gun. The fingerprints on Harlan's trunk are Thelma's. When Louise arrives at the Vagabond Hotel, there's no money waiting for her. Instead, Jimmy is there and he's like, did someone say peaches?
That's the code word. Also, I've never unsquinted my eyes, even one time. Jimmy
gets him, Thelma, and Louise hotel rooms. He gives Louise the money, and they send JD off on his way in the rain. When they get to the car, she's clearly trying to spit game on him because her feet are up and stuff. She's like, put your feet down.
Yeah, there's several times in this movie where she does that, and she's like, Thelma.
Louise tells Thelma to guard the money. Jimmy wants to know what's going on. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Now, there is a moment he does get violent, but it's not like at her, but still.
Jimmy is also an idiot because he then proposes to her. It's like, not the time, dude.
Yeah, she's running away.
Yeah.
But
like, I don't know what the...
He's just like, I love you,
I love you.
I love you.
JD goes to Thelma's room and shoots his shot. They play that hand-slapping game, and he very slyly removes her wedding ring.
Yeah.
Hey, let's be totally honest. If you or I were jumping on the bed like a child, we don't get laid afterwards. Brad Pitt can pull it off.
Yeah. Also, how tall is Gina Davis? Because she seems to, tower over everyone in this movie.
I think she's pretty tall.
Yeah. How tall is Gina Davis? She's 6 foot. How tall is Brad Pitt?
5'8".
5'11", it says. Yeah, right.
Okay. Yeah. So, you know what? So am I.
Yeah.
No, I'm 6'3". I'm 6'3", 215.
Gina Davis has a very big head.
Okay, dude.
Apparently, it's a good thing for actors to have. It makes you, pop on screen. Totally normal thing. A lot of actors have big heads. But she looks like an Amazon next. I mean, she is an Amazon,
Yeah.
but she's like he looks like a little boy here, a lot.
Well, in fairness, he is like what, 10 years younger than her?
Right.
He's significantly younger than her at a point because he's like 20 or 21 here.
Right. And
he's a young guy.
Susan Sarandon is 10 years older than Gina Davis.
Yes, that I know.
I did not know that. But yeah, I just thought a lot of this was like it's I guess you're not used to seeing women being taller than men in movies. So I was just like, huh.
Well, that's because most movies are man-centric, and the male actor's like, I can't be shorter. JD reveals that he is a professional thief, small-time jobs like liquor stores and convenience stores. He explains his process of committing a robbery, and brother, I'm gonna be totally honest. If a guy looking like a young Brad Pitt walks in, spouting these cool lines, he's getting a lot more out of me than money.
What else is he getting, Robbie?
Oh, he's getting my...
Oh, my goodness. Well, yeah, but right there, as the viewer, you're like, oh, he's gonna rob them.
100%!
But also, Gina Davis, again, like Thelma, she's so naive that she's just like, that's cool. That's a cool story.
There's naive and there's stupid. This is stupid.
Tell him to go. Tell him, like, oh, I actually have to poop. I have to poop right now. You have to leave.
Well, listen, the sex is fine. You can hang out with the guy.
Yeah, yeah.
But then when you go later on to meet with Louise...
This scene is hilarious.
Bring the money!
Yeah. She's like, well, where's the money? He's like, I left it sitting on the counter. She's like, Thelma, don't tell me you left it with JD.
With a professional thief.
Yeah.
With a man who just told you that he's a professional thief. But because he gave you an enjoyable experience in bed, you're like, why did Louise make Thelma hold on to the money? She's with Jimmy. Unless she's afraid that Jimmy's going to be like, you know what? Actually, no, you can't have the money.
That's a great question. She should just keep that on her. She's with the guy who gave it to her.
There's a lot of things in this where Louise gives Thelma the responsibility, and it's like, but why is this her responsibility?
Right. Well, then you kind of see this is kind of the turning point for Thelma, where she stops being so naive and kind of gets with the program.
This is the most movie lovemaking of all time between JD and Thelma. They start off on the bed and then get out of the bed and just start smashing the room apart.
Yeah, that's a pet peeve of mine. It's like movie sex. They're always like in a rush. They're always like, oh, we have to get this done like right. And like, yo, take your time, relax.
You're not going anywhere.
Yeah, they're always like, it's like, yo, ouch, stop.
Thelma also tries to claim that she's unlucky after doing something objectively stupid. After they learn that Jay took the money, she's like, I'm always unlucky.
Yeah.
No, this isn't luck. Luck is a flat tire.
Right. This was naivete and
a
little bit.
Good word, Andy.
Thanks, man. Can I take credit now?
Yeah, no, now you can do it.
Hell yeah. Louise just breaking down, and now Thelma's like, now I take care of you, sweetie. And she's just like, you know what? We're already on the run. And I just learned this new skill.
Louise is totally understandably devastated.
Yeah. Because now what?
Because even if she survives this, that wasn't even her money.
Yeah.
Hal and Max talk to Daryl. They're going to bug the house in case Thelma calls. Max tells Daryl to act like he really misses Thelma because, quote, women love that shit.
Yeah. So I think that in this movie, there's like two good guys. Everybody else is just a dog.
Yeah.
Hal and the guy who gives
the truck driver.
Yeah. Nope. They're the only guys who are like, no, we believe you. We got your back. Like all this. Everybody else is the worst human on earth. It's crazy.
They're the only two willing to listen at all.
Yeah.
Even Daryl, like, he wants to know, but he's got the football game on.
Yeah, and he doesn't actually care. He's like, you're my wife, so you should be here.
Thelma robs a grocery store. Man, if I was in that grocery store, I'd be like, can I lay on my back? I'll get hurt if I lay on my tummy.
That's good,
Yeah.
Robbie.
If you need to know why, Don't worry about it. Now Louise is totally panicking, and we cut to Hal, Max, and Daryl watching the security footage of Thelma robbing the store. Jesus Christ. Good God. My Lord.
To be honest, that would be unbelievable from Daryl's standpoint. He's like, my, submissive, naive wife is robbing a store.
Yeah. Thelma and Louise drive. They now seem to be loving the outlaw life, and Thelma is just getting plastered while they drive. Are you just gonna stay drunk all day? I'm gonna try.
Yeah. Now, at this point, I think Thelma, she's embracing that, like you said, but I think she still sees light at the end of the tunnel, where she's like, yeah, we could still get out of this. Yeah. And I think Louise knows that they're not.
Yeah, I think so. There's a very good... Yeah. I mean, she's gonna try... But
yeah, but there comes a point where they both know that they're not.
Yes,
it's not yet.
Yeah, well, it's when they're like, and I'm gonna get a job.
Yeah. It's like, you guys are dead.
A truck driver lets them pass, and he wags his tongue at them. This guy's my hero, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Dude, when we get to it, I'll tell you why. He has the funniest line in the movie. Jimmy gets stopped by the Arkansas State Police. The rain in this movie is very early 90s movie rain because it's the heaviest downpour of all time.
Yeah. It's a tsunami.
But there's no wind whatsoever.
Yeah.
The rain is falling straight down.
Yeah.
No wind, no nothing. Louise tells Thelma to call Daryl and see if he knows anything. She also trades her jewelry for an old man's hat for a disguise. JD gets brought in by Hal and Max. He's interrogated. Hal tells JD that Thelma and Louise had a chance to get away, but JD ruined it for him. They're now in a lot of trouble because of him, and he's going to make his life miserable. And then we get JD mocking Daryl. I like your wife.
Dude, imagine if your wife cheats on you with that guy, and then that guy's just like, I like your wife. Like, even if you get back together, it's like, never live up to 20-year-old Brad Pitt. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I like this line from JD right after Hal and Max are both like, you're really pissing me off or whatever. He goes, you boys have a lot in common. Maybe I should leave the room for a second.
And then Hal's like, you know what? Why don't you leave the room? I got this. And he's like, hey, you're a real schmuck. You know that?
Well, Hal knows that the guy Harlan was a scumbag. And he seems to be more than willing to, help them. But now it's like, I can't help them because they just robbed a freaking bank.
Yeah.
Or not a bank, a store.
Yeah.
Thelma calls Daryl. He answers the phone, all happy to hear her, and immediately she's like, he knows.
Yeah, click. That was really good.
And then Louise does another stupid thing and calls Daryl back. Is like, let me talk to the police. If she doesn't do this, they get to Mexico.
Right, they don't know where they are. They're tracking the call. Yeah.
What is the purpose of this?
I don't know.
She basically calls back to tell the police officer no information other than, I'm not turning myself in, but yeah, sure, I'll stay on the phone with you long enough so you learn my location.
Right. Yeah, I don't really know. And to be honest, by the end of the movie, I was kind of thinking, what was the point of Hal? His intentions are good, but nothing comes of it, I guess that's the point of him.
I guess. That there is good.
Yeah, but it's not enough.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Harvey Keitel's great in it, but at the end, it's like he doesn't really do anything.
All right.
But again, if it wasn't for this character, if it's not for Hal, I mean, what is it? Just Stephen Tobolowsky? Then no, he's leading the whole investigation.
Right.
So if he doesn't talk to Louise, Thelma and Louise get away.
Right.
This is weird. It's weird to call back just to mock the police officer, basically.
Yeah, because he does kind of plead with her. He's like, yo, just chill. We could talk, and maybe you don't have to spend your life in prison for killing a guy. Yeah.
So, I don't know. This is one of those parts where I'm like, I don't understand it, and it's kind of detrimental to the movie because there's no reason for Louise to call back and talk to him other than the movie purpose.
Yeah.
Of now they know where they are.
Right. And maybe because it's at this point Louise is kind of she's given into her fate, maybe? And she's just like, fuck it.
Granted, Hal did know they were going to Mexico because of JD.
Yeah.
But at the
JD
same
thinks.
time, that is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
Not true.
It's not true.
No. But even then, like, they don't know the route they're taking. They don't know how they're getting there.
Right.
It's a lot of... Thelma and Louise made a lot of really bad decisions on their way down to Mexico.
But they're also not, like, professional criminals. They're just two gals.
I think you don't need to be a professional criminal not to know not to call the police back and just talk to them without giving any information. Like, I don't need to be a professional criminal to know not to do that.
Right. Especially when you know that they're at your husband's house because they're bugging the phone.
Right. Like,
you know
it's
that.
one thing for Thelma to reveal to JD that they're going to Mexico because she trusts him because she's naive.
Yeah.
But Louise, who's so street smart, just blows it here. After Louise tells Thelma she needs to stop being so open, they drive off. And then Hal, Max, and Daryl are just watching a movie with the boys.
Yeah. And Daryl just changes the channel and he's like, sorry.
But then he gets this look on his face because he just likes being a dick. He liked that he bothered them. And it's like, that's so Christopher McDonald. He's so good.
Yeah.
While they're driving, Thelma starts laughing about Harlan's face when he was shot. Thelma asks Louise if she was assaulted in Texas, and Louise is like, drop it. So, yes, probably.
Yeah, yeah.
They get pulled over for going 110. Yeah, you're gonna get pulled out of the car for that. Louise calls the cop a Nazi. All he's done is pull over some people who are going 110 and wanted for questioning for murder.
Yeah, that's what Nazis do, dude.
Oh, my bad! My bad! And I was like, that's a really low bar for calling a cop a Nazi.
Yeah.
The cop makes Louise get into his car. Is this a thing that happens?
So I was thinking about that too, because like now, and like even when we were kids, like cops had computers in their car. They didn't back then. So maybe...
When does this movie take place?
91, I would assume.
So they have a way to run licenses in this. They have a way to call at least. I don't understand the point of having her sit in the car with him. I don't like.
I think maybe it's like if it's like you said, you get out of the car for like 110. I think maybe because of that, you get out of the car and you got to sit with the police.
But in the front seat of the cop car?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like the cop can always let you out of the car.
Right. Strange.
But why would the cop have you sit in the front seat with him?
Strange.
Email in. Is that something that cops used to do?
Yeah.
Especially because he says to her, yeah, you're in a lot of trouble, or something like that. Thelma comes. She points the gun to the cop's head. Makes Louise take the cop's gun. She shoots air holes into the trunk of the car and makes the cop get into the trunk. I love Louise, shoot the radio. And she shoots the radio. She goes, the police radio.
Yeah. Which is crazy because, like, now Thelma's just, like, in control.
Yeah.
Before she was not in control at all. And now she's, like, in her element. It's cool. It's cool to see that transformation.
When they're driving away, she's like, I feel like I got a knack for this shit. Louise calls to speak to Hal again. Stop! He tells her that if they won't come talk to him, they will be charged with murder. Yeah. That's how it's gonna happen.
But, like, it's very... Like, as the criminal, you would be like, yeah, you would say that, so I just walk in and you arrest me, right? Like,
right.
So you kind of get why they're like, no, we're going to keep running.
Thelma didn't kill no one. From Thelma, I'm turning on Louise like that.
Damn. But they're sisters.
I don't care. Yeah, yes, I did rob that bank, but nobody got hurt.
It was a store, Robbie.
Damn it, why do I keep saying bank, Andy?
I don't know. Email in, why does Robbie keep saying bank?
My brain is absolute mush. Hal tells Louise he knows what happened to her in Texas. The feds get all the information they need, and Max doesn't want Hal to come with them to find Thelma and Louise, and Hal's like, I'm the only one she's been talking to. You have to bring me.
Yeah.
Don't be an idiot.
Yeah.
Thelma tells Louise that she can't go back because something has been awakened in her. They talk about their plans when they get to Mexico, and you absolutely know that they're dead.
Yeah, and they know it. They're like, well, this is the end of the road.
Luckily, they pass the truck driver for the third time. Now, I missed the time earlier where this guy was incredible because he looks at them earlier and he says, I'm your Captain Muff Diver! Hell yeah, brother! Hell yeah!
Yeah, he does. He's so cartoony.
He's great, but during that scene earlier, while Thelma's driving, she takes a big old swig of wild turkey and is like, hey, this ain't golf. You can't drink and drive. But this last encounter with the truck driver, he asks if they're ready for a big dick, so I'm waiting for a tall guy named Richard to come out. They ask him how he's doing, and suddenly he turns into Tony the Tiger. He goes, I'm great! All right, dude.
Yeah, he's very cartoony. Just a big old piece of animation, this guy.
Andy, is this what the kids call Riz?
No, Robbie. It's quite the opposite.
Oh, because Thelma and Louise have this guy follow them. He gets out of his truck and he does this little dance.
Yeah.
And I was like, this guy rocks, man. He's gonna get what's coming to him, but this guy fucking rocks.
Yeah, he's gonna get what's coming to him.
Like,
sure.
I love this guy. I know he's a bad dude. But I love characters like this in movies because he's so silly. Like you said, he's
so
a cartoon character.
Yeah, he's so over the top.
Oh, I love it. With the sunglasses and everything, and love it. Yeah. 10 out of 10. No notes on this guy.
I thought they were gonna murder him.
I'm glad they didn't.
Yeah, because that would be because they're not murderers, you know?
Right, and it would be too far to murder a guy just for running his mouth.
Right.
Like the last guy didn't get. Well, I mean, they also made sure his wife and kids don't get to eat anymore.
Yeah, well,
you know, so it's actually kind of sad. If you think about it.
Yeah, well, maybe you shouldn't have done the things he did.
I guess. They shoot his truck until it explodes. It's awesome. This guy is devastated.
He's just like, you bitches.
Then we get this guy riding his bike while smoking a joint. Which I feel like defeats the purpose of like riding your bike for fitness.
Yeah, it's the one black guy in the movie, and he's like a Rastafarian. Yeah. A joint. It's like, all right, all right.
And he blows smoke into the air holes.
Yes, I found that funny, but why'd we do this?
Just let us know the guy didn't die, I guess. Did anyone help this guy? Do we ever see the cop get out?
I don't think so.
Okay.
He's just trapped and he's high. That's it.
I mean, honestly, no, he's going to die. They're in the middle of the desert. You know how hot that's going to get if nobody saves him?
Yeah, no, he's dead. He's dead. Unless...
Because they even threw the key away. They did. Like threw the... So it's like, you didn't kill him in the same way that Batman doesn't kill guys when he breaks both their legs and leaves them in the snow.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that guy's going to die. But on a technicality, you did not kill him.
Right. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Daryl listens to the radio as Thelma and Louise's crimes are listed off. The cops find them. They begin following them. They drive through a barricade of cop cars. Thelma and Louise lose the cops. They continue to drive when they come across a cliff, and they've seemingly driven to the edge of the Grand Canyon without realizing it at all.
Yeah, yeah.
The chase scene is awesome. Canyon? No.
Me neither.
The chase scene is awesome.
It is awesome. Just that wall of cops.
Yeah.
Like behind them and all that dust kicking up. It's very good. Great stuff.
It's also a great shot as the car is sitting at the edge of this cliff and the helicopter with Hal in it flies up.
Yeah. Yeah, like right in front of them. It's cool.
As Thelma and Louise back up, they realize they are surrounded by cops. Hal tells Max, like, please don't shoot them. And the cops are ready. These guys are ready, these feds.
They got like submachine guns and shit. Like,
it's two women. They each have a handgun.
Yeah, and they killed one rapist.
Exactly. Well, and a cop. They don't know that yet.
That's true. Yeah, yeah.
The cops are absolutely ready to fire, and Thelma's like, just drive off the cliff.
Yeah, they're like,
you won't do it. We can make it. They try to jump Springfield Gorge.
Yeah, they hit every rock on the way down.
Thelma and Louise kiss, and let's be honest, if they were just doing this from the outset, we wouldn't have this problem.
Robbie.
What?
Robbie.
Thelma would have had no need for JD.
JD Vance?
Andy, not your personal hero, JD Vance.
JD from Scrubs?
Oh yeah, I don't like that show. It's all right.
What do you like better, JD Vance or Scrubs?
Scrubs, probably.
Yeah, I mean, like, almost definitely. It's a funny show.
It's all right. I remember watching like full episodes of it going, are there jokes in it?
Yeah, man.
Like some episodes, I'd be like, oh, that was funny. And then others, I'd be like, Where are the jokes? Why was it so serious?
Sometimes it does get real. Yeah.
I was like, I don't like this. That's not why I watch sitcoms. Thelma and Louise kiss. They start driving. Hal tries to follow them on foot.
Yeah, where are you going, man? Come on. You lost. Sorry.
They hold hands as they fly off into the sunset.
Yeah, they made it to the other side.
Yep, that's my headcanon.
Yep.
They fly off to the other side.
They put in that cheat in Grand Theft Auto where the cars fly.
Yep, and they make it all the way to Mexico.
Yep, and they said, why stop here? They kept going.
All the way down to Chile.
They say they're still flying to this day.
My God.
Yeah.
Andy, I think they actually died.
What?
Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but women drivers, they drove off a cliff.
This is a good movie.
It's a very good movie. This movie freaking rocks.
Yeah. Should we go to Letterboxd? I feel like we should box our letters. That's number one. But
yeah, you said should we go to Letterboxd, and I said yes.
Oh, I already said it. Sorry.
No, it's all right. But you're just making sure I heard you.
Okay. I think
this is really good. Yeah, I'm down for 4.5. I think this is a really solid movie. Not really many holes I can poke. Although, is there a sequel called Thelma and Louise: The Last Journey?
That cannot be.
No. Okay. It's like about how the film was made. All right.
Okay. With cameras, like duh.
Idiots.
Yeah, I think this is a 4.5, and honestly, the music really was really bad.
The music's so bad.
Yeah, and Robbie, you did poke a few legitimate holes in here.
I like 4.5. I think this is really good. I think, when the main characters are making bad decisions that don't make sense, it's like, no. I can't look past that. No. Otherwise, I think the acting's great, the music's awful, the story's great, it's iconic.
Yeah, this is a great movie.
Yeah, it's an absolute breeze to watch. It goes by very quickly.
Yeah.
4.5 stars on Letterboxd. Follow us at TheRoydsBand.
4.5 stars on Letterboxd. Follow us, TheRoydsBand. Just emphasis,
I like it. It's like a bad hype man. A guy who literally just repeats everything.
Yeah, in a summation kind of cadence,
I like it. Andy,
he likes it.
I wrote a song.
There's no way, Robbie.
There is a way. There's a will, there's a way, and wouldn't you know it, I'm a ray. I am a manta ray.
That's incredulous. I did not get a chance to write a song. I started writing some music on a guitar, but as I said last week, I went back to work after paternity leave, and I'm finding it very difficult to, let alone watch the movie, you know what I'm trying to say, let alone write a song about the movie, So I did not write a song, but in my heart, I wrote a song.
In your fart.
Robbie, what's your song called? Robbie.
My song is called Two Ladies on the Lamb.
Two Ladies in a Lamb. Got it.
In a Lamb. And I went for I tried to do like an outlaw country vibe on this.
Okay, that makes sense, because that's kind of what's going on here.
Exactly. Look at my brain working. And let me tell you, it hurts.
Whoa, let me ask you a question, Robbie. What key is it in?
B.
B for boobies. Got it.
My song is called Two Ladies on the Lamb. I did like a country western thing, or outlaw country thing. It goes like this.
Thelma, she was a quiet woman. Louise knew how to use a gun. They got in trouble down in some honky-tonk. Now they're two ladies on the run. Louise knew they needed money. Mexico was a plan. Thelma met a sweet talker. They were robbed by that man. Driving on the desert sand. Driving on the desert sand. Driving on hand in hand. Driving on hand in hand. That two ladies on the lamb. Two ladies and their cop was wrong place, wrong time. They locked him inside his trunk. Now they're the FBI's to find. One day they reached the Grand Canyon, and they found their paradise. They looked into each other's eyes and kissed. Then off they took flight. Driving on the desert sand, driving on the desert sand, driving on hand in hand, driving on hand in hand. That two ladies on the lam, two ladies, and they're finally free.
That was my song called Two Ladies on the Lam.
I like it.
Thanks.
Yeah, I like that they're finally free. I like it.
Yeah, it's a little countryish, little outlaw countryish song. Not much to say. I don't have much to say.
Okay.
Andy, I don't have much to say.
He doesn't have much to say.
You know what I can say though?
What can you say?
I hope you liked it.
I did like it. Yeah.
I also did it. I wrote it. I was like, you know what? Let's try to write something that matches the movie first off. And then I was like, you know what? This is also a song that is potential to actually play live because there's not a bunch of keyboards and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Robbie, what do we got going on next week?
Oh, that is an excellent question. Andy, are you ready to say ACAB?
Yeah.
We're doing RoboCop.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
I'm pretty hyped for RoboCop.
I love
Similar
RoboCop.
themes.
What?
Similar themes.
To this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Andy, I've never seen RoboCop. I have no idea.
Okay, then...
I was making it up. It's about...
really.
It has a cop in it. Robot cop.
Yeah, it's Paul Verhoeven. Previous
Paul
episode...
Verhoeven.
Hey, previous episode, Shark Shit Poopers.
Very good. Excellent.
Robbie, let me tell you where you can find the music. You can go to Spotify, Deezer, Apple Music, wherever you get your music, and you will find a lot of collections of podcast songs like you heard today, and some studio recordings. Now, if you want everything, you go to TheRoydsBand.bandcamp.com, where you will find every single song from this podcast and ever recorded by the Royds. Also, guest songs and bonus songs. Now, if you want everything again, you go to the YouTube. Robbie, tell us a little bit more about that, Big Brother Bear.
I don't like that. I don't like the word big in there. The word big, maybe subconscious.
Right. Medium Brother Bear.
I'll take that. You go to YouTube. You go to Instagram. You go to TikTok. You go to Reddit. You type in the Royds Band. There we are. You can send us an email at roydsreview@gmail.com. Click the link below to request a movie. Just get in contact with us to request a movie, just like Belated Reflections did on YouTube comments. We do your requests. That was English.
we love getting requests from you guys.
We do. We Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Yeah, it's very cool to hear from listeners generally, and that's awesome. Thank you very much.
It is. It's pretty sick. So thank you, Belated Reflections, for Thelma and Louise. Thelma the Big Cheese. It's after she becomes a gang leader down in Mexico. She's the Big Cheese. The Big Queso.
So they made it to Mexico.
Yeah. Remember? We talked about this, Andy. Remember they flew across the Grand Canyon and made it all the way to Mexico?
Whoa.
And now she's known as El Queso Grande.
The Big Cheese. Nice. Next week,
RoboCop. Robot police.
Robot policeman. All right, we'll see you
Red
guys later.
Foreman's in that. Oh, bye.
Who's in there?
Oh, but Red Foreman. Kurtwood?
Yes, he is.
Kurtwood Smith? Kurtwood Smith? You know, apparently his mom I watched an interview, his mom created that name. She was like, I want wood. I want wood. Give me wood. I want wood.
Interesting.
Yeah. I want wood.
What did she say, Robbie?
I want wood.